welcome to the show. What a crazy week this has been. Aaron Imholt, his new studio, Nick Ricada going to jail, Mersh, his satanic wedding. It's on the fucking table. It's all happening. Hi, Cult.
Hello.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
Hi, Jesse. Hey, Jesse.
Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but in this insane past week, everything that's been going on, I mean, so much more, even more stuff than we've even covered this week. There's another thing that happened, and maybe some people are reaching out to me and sending me messages and telling me about this. I couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe it. I don't know if you guys have even seen this yet. The famous PODAWFUL catchphrase is sweeping, I was going to say the nation, the world. Everybody's saying it now. Ladies and gentlemen, somehow, I don't know how this happened, but apparently PODAWFUL has gone mainstream or something. Everybody's saying it. Chicken jockey!
Right.
I don't know how this happened. I don't know where it came from, but I've seen loads and loads of kids and what do they call them? Gen Z and alphas. They're out there. They're saying it. We've been saying this chicken jockey thing. It's been a phrase on PODAWFUL for the past 10 years, I think, or more. It came from, there was this one episode of the show where this is way before Mersh, way before Rufio or Santa Cruz Joker or any of these guys. We used to have this goon. We called him Mr. Chicken. And he actually predates Mr. Burgers. It was a different thing. And the reason we called him Mr. Chicken is he would fuck a chicken on camera and we would watch it. And it was bestiality porn, they called it. And so every time he would stick his cock inside the chicken and the chicken would scream and bok and guac, by the way, as well, if he was going in the other end. And the feathers would fly, we would all go, chicken jockey. And of course, chicken jockey. And of course, this has just become a thing that, you know, we've had it programmed into the soundboard here forever. So I don't know how this happened, but congratulations to us.
I got
very excited
to see all of this.
Gen Z loves PODAWFUL now. You know, this is the hard demographic to break. As an old guy, you know, I watch as my audience ages along with me. There's never any young people. There's some videos of the show. You go to the analytics on YouTube, and it goes demographics. You know, I don't know what they are, like 35 to 45 or whatever. It's this percentage. 25 to 35, it's this percentage. And then like 18 to 25, it's 0. Nobody. Apparently, they're not that interested in Mersh. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe we need to get the youth in. I feel like we need to figure out a way to energize. The word I was looking for was energize. We need to like sort of re-energize and get that youthful energy back in to the show. What are the kids talking about? Like, and when I say kids, I'm talking about 18 to 25ers. What is Gen Z? What are they interested in on the internet? Does anybody know?
Five Nights at Freddy's, perhaps?
I think that's even. I think you're all showing your age by thinking that's a thing still. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Things have not changed too much.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you know what they're into now is Kanye West. Or Yee.
I don't think that's true either. I don't think. Really, at this point, I'm not sure anyone is into Yee. You know, once a guy announces, like, yeah, I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14. I'm not. Definitely the kids aren't into that, I'm going to say. It's a little hard to rock the merch at this point.
Nick Fuentes is going to have a feature on Kanye's album. He's going to drop a couple bars on one of his songs.
Yeah, well, featuring on Ye's track nowadays just involves sucking off a guy. So, of course, Nick Fuentes will be there. And see, that's the thing. We're talking
exactly.
Nick Fuentes, Nick Ricade, all these Nicks and everything. You know, I remember, you know, when I make the show, when I'm doing PODAWFUL and I'm styling it up and I'm going, what did I like? And you realize something, you know, it's not about nostalgia. It's not about, because nostalgia is a mental illness. It's not about like, oh, it used to be better. I've realized I saw somebody say this recently, but I've been saying this for a long time. The stuff you liked when you were like 12, 13, or 14, like whatever you get into at that age, that's what you like forever. And and then a lot of people go, that stuff's lame and sucks actually. And then when you're supposed to grow up, like with wrestling guys, we go there. That's for when you're 6. Now, if they got into it when they were 12, that'd be different. But it's never the case. Nobody gets into wrestling as a 13-year-old. You had to have they needed to get you by 11 at the latest on wrestling. It's a lot like cigarettes. You had to get in there early. So I saw somebody say this. They're like, the things you liked when you were 13, that actually is the cool stuff. It actually, all of that, whatever you liked then is cool. And so whenever I'm trying to come up with Pod Awful and thinking about the show, I'm going, what did I like when I was 13? And then out comes Pod Awful, right? And now I'm realizing I'm an old man. I don't know what fucking the children, I guess they don't like the same stuff I liked when I was 13. I'm aging and I'm becoming decrepit. And the youngest guy that listens to Pod Awful now is like 32 and still lives at home. Hi, Dirk.
I'm not 32.
What are you, like 50?
Much older.
I'm 30.
You're 30. That's crazy. Do you still live at home?
Yeah.
He lives in a home.
You know what it is? I've been slowly figuring it out. I don't watch TikTok. Okay? And I write off, as an old man, I'm doing the old man dumb thing of writing off TikTok, which is where anyone under 25, that's YouTube to them. Like, we act like, oh, YouTube is TV now. YouTube's out. It's TikTok. And there's probably some other fucking thing we don't even know about going on, that we're never even going to learn about as we age into our retirement homes. Our retirement homes, of course, being our parents' retirement homes. Living with mom and dad as 60, 70-year-olds. Doesn't
I'm gonna try and get into Rainbow Omega.
Tom Gully still, I think, lives with his parents, right? They're still alive. So he's gonna be mad. I said, obviously, he doesn't live with us. Anyway, the point is, it's TikTok. I don't watch TikTok, and there's probably cool shit. I dismiss it as like, oh, anything that they're into that's gay and dumb and new, and they don't know. And that's stupid, nostalgia brain, dumb boomer head kind of stuff. And I've realized I've been missing out. Now, the problem I run into is I'm still an old man, so I don't even know how TikTok works. I don't know how to go onto it. I refuse to download the app. You can't do it on a computer as far as, like, every time I try to go to TikTok on a computer, it's like there's 5 pop-ups telling me I got to log into a thing and it doesn't work, or you can't just scroll through it. It's like how Instagram used to be, or it was pretty much app. You could technically look at the pictures, but it's pretty much app only. I'm a desktop old computer man, okay? I'm still a little bit dazed by the fact that my monitor and my computer are separate entities. I need those to be one beige block that looks like a molar or something. It needs to have the disgusting look of a lifetime smoker's teeth. That's what a computer is to me.
Look like it's able to peel.
Yeah, I want to be able to peel my computer. So I don't know what that means. Like a potato? What are you peeling?
Yeah, well, you're peeling like the gunk and the slime and the skin off, like kind of the skin of a soup almost.
Okay, soup party. So it's TikTok. The problem is I don't watch TikTok, and I think that to some degree, you can go too far with this. This is a lifestyle choice. I've been for like the past 10 years saying, I'm done. I'm done learning. I'm done finding out about stuff. I'm done. This is it. I'm set in my ways. This is what you choose to do. When you hit like 32 years old, you go, you know what? I'm set in my ways. And then you're that guy forever. You have the same haircut for the rest of your life. You don't buy new clothing. You just wear the same shit all the time. And then you never learn or do anything new. And that's bad. But then there is the opposite end of the spectrum. There is grandpa on the internet syndrome. Hello, fellow kid syndrome. You don't want to go the other way with it. You don't want to go red bar with it, where it looks you look too out of date to be trying to go, what are the kids listening to now, Jules? What is the music Jules is aging out, by the way. You can't turn to Jules and ask her, and you're going to the mall. You have to go to the local shopping mall and have your younger looking wife go up to teenage girls and go, do you still listen to Ethan and Hila? Do you guys know what hi, do you know what H3 is? And they're horrified. They think like, oh my God, we're being recruited for the Nixivum cult or something. We're getting sex trafficked right now. Look, there's a creepy old Jewish grandmother standing over her shoulder asking us this. So you don't want to go the other way with it, but I do feel like to some degree, you need to keep track of these things. Now, of course, and I feel, by the way, I don't mean to say anything too bad about Red. Obviously, he died. There hasn't been a Red Bar show in, I think, a month and a half at this point. So Mike did officially pass. There's no more dogs that could have died at this point. He already killed all of those. So I'm pretty sure.
Other than his wife.
Well, no, if Jules died, Red Bar could continue. You just get a new Jules. That's like getting a new goldfish. That's completely replaceable. But anyway, so
everybody meet Jules too. Say hello.
Yeah, you would just name it Jules again. Snowball 2, Simpsons style. So again, my sympathy for the family, for the David family, everybody out there, all the Jewish grandmas. Unfortunately, he did pass away, I guess. But anyway, I don't want to take it too far, but I do feel like we need to dip our toes a little bit more into this world to understand, to connect. You don't want to be out of it. You don't want to be disconnected entirely from what's actually going on, because otherwise you end up the Dabbleverse. We're on the precipice here. You know, I think about it all the time because we're obsessed with Mersh and we're obsessed with, this very niche corner of the internet that we like that has now wrapped us up into this Opie and Anthony world that I hate. And now we are Dabbleverse adjacent. And I see, and sector adjacent. And it's like, you're a boomer at that point, Jesse. We got to figure out some new stuff. There's got to be new guys, new people out there, new things going on. And then I remember that Comedy Sheman exists.
Oh boy,
our beloved Comedy Sheman.
Woo, some real crazy stuff's been going on with Comedy Sheman. And Comedy Sheman is somehow the pinnacle of what Dabbleverse guys are. And yet at the same time, I believe he might be our future. Now, just today, Clay Combs, a.k.a. the Comedy Sheman, under his alias Ceramic... His gay Holmes, of course. Under his alias Ceramic Brushes, admitted to... So he already recently admitted to jacking off to tea porn.
For no reason.
For no reason. No one asked. This was not brutal honesty. This was, holy shit, leave me alone. Don't tell me this. Just on his own, decided to tell everybody, yeah, I've jacked to tea. And that's the body tea, as the kids say. And apparently, when it comes to jacking off, Clay's proclivities actually get worse. I can't believe I'm saying this. But just today, before the show, The comedy Sheman admitted that when he sees toddlers online, it makes him think about jacking off. Okay? Now,
what?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh?
100% true. This is out there. This is public knowledge now. It is what I just stated is 100% true, backed up, verifiable. It's in Grace Thorpe's Discord. He said this. He saw toddlers. He's thinking about jacking off. And it's crazy. And I'm starting to wonder, what is it? What is the secret sauce with Sheman? Why is it that he is the most Dabbleverse a Dabbleverse guy could be, and yet it still seems fun and funny and okay to cover him, to think about doing shows about comedy Sheman? Next week, we're going to have the big comedy Sheman episode. So I try to figure out what the big special sauce is with Clay, and I realized it's because he's retarded.
Now, what a revelation.
Now, I know it doesn't sound like much, but I think what will bridge the gap between our ability to understand what's going on in the new generation of the internet and our own personal interests in things, the key to that success has been right in front of us the whole time. It's retarded people.
Good to be back online.
Chicken jockey!
I'm Tom Gully, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the PodAWFUL TV network. PodAWFUL.pizza.
I'm Tom Gully, and I love chicken jockey.
Somebody says, somebody says comedy Sheman is the future. Maybe. I don't know. There might be something to it. All right. I'm just throwing this. Any chance that was just a very poorly executed joke someone asks about comedy Sheman? I assume you mean about his proclivities? No. Zero chance of that. Hi, henchmen. Hi, everybody. Welcome. PodAWFUL. Hi, chat.
Hi.
This is Pizza Party episode 5. And no, there is no chance whatsoever that comedy Sheman was trying to get a joke out there about something. In fact, what actually was happening was he was talking about not just any toddler, by the way, my toddler. Okay? My kids. Comedy Sheman saw my kids on my show and said he started thinking about jacking off. And, you know, I almost didn't even catch this message, by the way. I almost missed it entirely. It just went by in a server that I pay no attention to. But I happened to see it. I couldn't believe it. And you know what? I am a little bit afraid. This is what's got me thinking about this kind of stuff. It's what got me thinking about the younger generation. I have children, and I think, what is it they're going to be into? You know, in a blink of an eye, my kids will be of that age where they're going to figure out the guy they are. They're going to find the stuff that they're into, that they like. What does that look like in the dark future? What does that look like only a slight jump of years from now? It's kind of got me terrified. So I figured that the best way to get over my fears of this and over my fears of what comedy Sheman is thinking about when it comes to my kids is, of course, to bridge that gap, to figure it out. What's happening right now? Where are we going with the internet? Now, I'm kind of springing this on you guys, but Urquit, I'm going to need you to do what you do. I'm gonna need you to go to TikTok, even if it's the ones we've seen. So this is the thing. Lately in Discord, every once in a while, it'll be a slow night, and Urquit pops open TikTok. Okay. And this has started making me think maybe there's a little bit more to this TikTok thing. Maybe there's something to enjoy here. Because every time you guys have this TikTok open, I'm sitting there going, this has got to be the oldest group of people ever looking at TikTok all together.
Other than the elderly pedophiles on TikTok.
Well, other than Comedy Sheman and his buddies. But this has got to be, how often is anyone on Discord getting together to look at TikTok? But here's the thing, is the TikTok in question that we've been watching, the TikTok feed, is a specifically curated, and I mean down to the fucking finest molecule. It has been expertly handpicked, every little aspect of it, to be the kind
SEO
of thing.
Of the gods.
It's I mean, this is beyond SEO. I mean, it was Feds, right? Feds, basically. This is her.
Yes.
So Feds, who, by the way, Comedy Sheman is in love with. Comedy Sheman has convinced himself, based on nothing, by the way, that Feds, who is just an adult woman, is a pedophile. All right. Where does he get the idea for that from? I don't even remember.
I thought it was a mix of because of her past, and then I thought he thinks that at some point she mentioned she likes lolly or something.
Okay, so yeah, I think she was pretending to be Pantsu or something and mentioned lolly. It's just a joke. And Comedy Sheman is so desperate because we ruined him so thoroughly. He's so desperate for any little dig against anybody from PodAwful, even the woman he is still in love with, which he has recently confirmed is the case. He thinks he'll take any little thing and blow it up as if it's, this big, gotcha moment. And Feds obviously is not a pedophile. In fact, Feds is the victim of pedophiles, which, pretty funny.
And she's victimized pedophiles too.
She also victimized pedophiles herself, which pretty based. And also red pill. Awesome. Anyway, the point is, on all of this, Feds is not a pedophile, but Sheman has, in his meth brain, convinced himself she's a pedophile. So as far as he's concerned, that's a pedophile. So as far as he's concerned, he's in love with a pedophile, which might explain, and by the way, she's also trans in his mind. So this might explain why he's, busting, Dave and Bustering to both T's and P's, and the other T, toddler. So this is, I know this is an odd web to weave here, but Feds has made the perfect PodAwful TikTok follow. Okay, it's her timeline is insane. What she has, I don't even know how you do this. Again, I'm too much of a boomer. I don't know how you specifically, listen, when I was using TikTok, I used it for a little bit a few years ago, and I had several friends on there with Down syndrome. Very easy. Okay, I get that one. And
Michael Arthur.
Well, Michael Arthur Taylor Jr. doesn't have Down syndrome, and I didn't meet him on TikTok. But there was this one guy, I think he's actually in Feds' feed. He's a Down syndrome rapper / musician, and I became friends with him. It was really easy. I did was I went into his comment section, and his videos are like this. Like he'll have a beat playing, and then this is him rapping over top of it. I love you so much. It has nothing to do with the beat. The beat might as well not even be there. I bought new shoes today. The shoes they were good. I like the shoes. There's no rhyming happening. So I would go into his, everybody be making fun of him in his comments. And then I would go into the comments. I would go, I am your friend. I am your best friend. It's me, Jesse, your best friend. And then after doing that twice, we were best friends. It turns out he just agreed. It worked. So I get that sort of thing. But Feds has managed to curate a feed of mutants. All right. This is beyond. This is well beyond your standard, mental retardation. We're talking physical retards. We're talking straight up sewer dwelling, pizza chomping, TikTok mutant sewer dweller freaks. Okay. What did I say it was the other day? TikTok mutant.
TikTok mutants make me gurgle.
Make me gurgle. Because every time I'm going to rename this episode to that. Because every time Urquit starts playing these things, I want to leave. I want to jump out. It's too much for me to handle. I know what people think about me, okay? I know you think this is the kind of thing I sit around looking at all the time. It's not. It really isn't. I really don't like even when someone's just too schizophrenic, I don't like watching or messing with them. It's too sad to me. So Urquit starts playing this stuff, and he's sitting there. He's shining his guns and flicking his knives, and he's getting off to these mutants, and I want to cry, okay? I want to barf and cry and get out of there. And I think part of it is the nature of the doom scroll on TikTok. It's like, if we were just watching one of these, okay, kind of funny. Knowing that a million more are coming right afterward, it's a depression. It sinks you into this feeling of like horror and anxiety.
It's a visual assault, raping,
yes,
rainbow colored craziness attack.
Rainbow Omega colored. And I swear to God, every time he starts playing it, I can feel myself beginning to dry heave. So yeah, TikTok mutants make me gurgle. TikTok mutants make me gurgle. So Urquit, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to just send you some links? Or?
No, I want you to do what you do normally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The whole setup. And while you do that, while you get that set up, this week's pizza is California Pizza Kitchen frozen barbecue chicken pizza, everyone. That's your favorite, Lisa?
Pineapple.
No, California Pizza Kitchen is
we
my
just
favorite.
lost likes, by the way.
All right.
So the likes went down because of this. So because you didn't like California Pizza Kitchen frozen barbecue chicken pizza, Lisa. Well, listen, somebody has the chance to win California Pizza Kitchen pizza tonight on this episode of Pizza Party. We're going to go through Feds' TikTok. All right. I didn't tell anybody what this was ahead of time.
Yes.
I was hiding this from happening. And this is, the Pizza Party episode. We're in the labs. We're in R&D right now. Okay. We're doing experimentation, ephemera obscura. It's all about experimenting. So this episode is an experiment. It's to see, can we do something like this for a real show? Like this is just Pizza Party. Can we pull something off like this for a real show? What does this look like when it's actually being streamed to people, actual human beings being forced to watch this? Let me click on, all right, let me actually set this up properly here. So this over here, I guess. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's already painful. It's already... Is this just... Okay, so this is Feds' account.
This is what she's actually posted.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
These are her original videos.
Yeah, okay, we don't need the PODAWFUL fan cams.
Yes.
I see that her profile... Her profile picture is just a black guy doing a Kanye salute, which
Isn't that the shooter?
And let's maybe not get the bouncing. Urquit is such a gooner. It is crazy.
It's not true.
What was the thing happening the other day? So he's got here, there's a woman here with her tits swinging around. She's hideous, by the way. And Urquit's like, let me just hover over this real quick. We noticed this years ago on the show. Urquit takes his cursor and like rubs the stuff he's looking at with it. He goes like this with it. And so you'll see it.
That is true.
He'll be showing a woman and then you can see him like go from her neck down her chest and stuff. And if you don't call him out on it quick, you're going to get a whole show of where his eyes are going exactly. It's crazy. And the other day, what was happening the other day? What were we looking at? And Urquit could not stop looking at some woman he thought was sexy. We were like, stop it. Go back. It had nothing to do with what we wanted to see. He was sexually stimming.
It was the picket fences clip on Rufio's Facebook page.
Picket fence? I don't even know what that means. What is
picket? Yeah, it was the girl. It was the lady, the chocolate cake, the Game Boy, or me.
That was
right. Yeah. You can bring that up if you want, Urquit. Let's see how long we get stuck on this picture if Urquit brings it up. Here, I'll take this off screen just in case something unsavory comes up first. Yeah, find that clip. And then I'm not kidding. Urquit went back to we were just looking at Rufio Phoenix's Facebook profile, and he could not stop going back to this clip. And we kept going, Urquit, come on, man. Like, let's just keep looking at more posts. And he went back and back and back to it. How much shit has he posted since then? Fuck me.
He's been on a DMC kick.
A DMC?
DMC
kick?
And his usual Yu-Gi-Oh!
What's
kick,
DMC?
Devil May Cry.
See, I'm an old man. I don't know about these video games. I don't know any of this stuff.
For some reason, 4. I don't know why he's focusing on 4.
Okay. Well, let's find it. Urquit. I love how Urquit's pretending like he didn't bookmark this, by the way. Like, we could have gone straight to it.
Absolutely did not.
Oh, come on. You were losing it over this the other day. And I see you, by the way, every time he scrolls past something, even right now, when there's a girl in it, he's like slowing down a little bit. There's an AI drawing of a woman's butt in one of these posts, and he just went past it. He's doing it again. There's a lady. He sees a lady. It's a lady's butt. He's stopping on a lady's butt right now. Urquit, come on. We think we got all day? We want to see the TikTok. This is taking too long. How much stuff does he fucking post? I didn't think it was this much.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry. He's getting lost in it. He's completely lost in what he's looking at right now. He's like, yeah, no, hang on. Let me just read this real quick. I'm just checking this one real quick. Yeah. Okay.
It's got to be soon.
It's got to be soon because this was like, what, a week ago at most? Fuck, man. I thought this would be something that we could pull up quick, Urquit. You're really killing the vibe.
My apologies.
This is not cool what's happening right now. Could you just speed this up maybe?
Install fast scroll so you can just...
Do you think maybe you could go like 100 times faster than you're currently going? If maybe like you could just scroll, just keep scrolling.
My internet.
He's got heavy load on his internet.
Oh my God, Urquit. This is all right. You know what? I know we have to. I know this is like a
maybe someone else can find it.
No. We're in sunk cost fallacy land right now. So I know everybody's picturing, you know, the guy with the pickaxe, the one who turns away too fast, and the one who keeps going right now. I know it's got to be like the next thing that comes up, but I want you to stop doing this. Okay. I want to. You've already wasted enough of our time with this. Let's just get into the TikToks for the love of fucking God. Dead air, they say in the chat room. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, you all right?
If you'd let me know, I could have pulled that up.
If I had let you know. Again, he's pretending like he doesn't have it in a folder or something. You knew exactly what it was and where it was from. And you're like, oh no, the only way I can find it is by scrolling infinitely on Rufio's Facebook. You knew exactly what it was. No. It was like some specific fucking thing that only you knew. And you were like, oh yeah, this girl. Oh, fuck.
It was like a modern girl doing an e-girl doing a version of the it was an old
my God.
Game Boy commercial.
Ah! All right, let's just go into the TikToks for the love of God, Urquit. You're killing the vibes, man. Now, don't. Yeah.
Anyways,
listen. I see
in the chat.
I see we've got some beautiful women here. Don't get too fixated on them. All right, let's just start with whatever's most recent and go.
All right, everyone.
All right, so we got one of
That's a tranny.
This is whoa, we're on YouTube. This is one of Sheman's girls, everyone. That's a Shamanian
transmission. It's a GM304 right there.
So this is a dude pretending to have boobs and pretending like accidentally his boobs shook when he sat down. All right. Whoa, hottie.
That's new.
This
probably
is
Canadian.
Woman's beautiful Norwood.
Took myself by surprise with this one. Hashtag trans joy. Now this one's on the lighter end of the scale. We're starting off real easy here. This isn't even so bad. Let's go to the next
That's
one.
new.
Daddy, should I crochet while you're at work?
Yes, you should. What do you want me to do? You want me to get you energy drinks?
Yeah.
Right now?
But then I need more when you get off work.
Is that a Canadian rabbit? He's back.
Are these
Canadian
people?
rabbit is back.
Are they lost? What's happening?
They're in love.
Filter was mean to you.
Yeah, I know.
It's at 8%.
And I'm a cutie patootie.
You are.
My tongue is blue from eating cotton candy.
Okay.
What happened to
You can
Zephod?
hear the jowls.
I have blue raspberry.
At least he found the love of his life.
I love you.
She looks like she's had an allergic reaction to her
So
piercings.
much.
I love you so much.
You can see the cigarette smoke. Yeah.
Okay, and this is the world. By the way, this is the Earth now. This is the hellscape we are living in. Here's what
We
the
do this
kids
for hours at a time.
This is what the kids are into. They're all on TikTok. Okay, so this is what TikTok is, I guess. I assume this is what's happening. Let's
makes you 10
take a look.
times hotter.
What is okay? All right, stop it, please. Stop.
Da 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 da.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. I don't.
Look
What
at the
is?
law.
I love the fucking nerve, by the way, to play the song about smoking weed every day while you have emphysema so bad that you've got tubes up your nose. I mean, this is a real, Nate Dogg, he was a very big promoter of marijuana, but I think even he would say, know when to stop, know your limits. Not my proudest tug, says the first comment.
Yeah, we like looking at the comments too. TikTok comments can be pretty savage sometimes.
How do they get away with it, by the way? It's so easy to get your shit removed and banned on TikTok. I don't know how these
Yeah, it
comments
turns
get
out
away
the
with it.
Chinese algorithm doesn't understand sarcasm, so that's the way to go.
Yeah, so this is this is kind of nice though. It's like seeing nature. It's a beached whale, but it's still nature.
Yeah.
It's a kind of nature you don't often get.
Now, honey, you can't blame her for what her mama gave her.
All right, hang on. Pause. Oh, geez.
We got too much music.
Perfect.
I'm realizing now that we've got way too much, because this is going to be an issue, is because TikTok's got, you can just play copyrighted music. This is just stealing. TikTok is basically an app of constant copyright theft. This is nothing. This is just you miming to an actual song. How do you have any right to use a song? I guess they make deals with these artists. I don't know how it works. That's not a honky tonk badonkadonk, by the way. That's a honky donk 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 as she falls down the stairs for the 15th time that day. She trips and falls over her own fat toes. What's left of them, the ones that have been sawed off by the doctor. So I think what we got to do here's how I want to do it, Urquit. Because again, we're just experimenting. I want to do this exactly like a normal Discord sesh where you're in control. You're just going through these. You go at your own rate. I'm not going to make you sit here and pause every time or anything like that. We just comment on it until it's done, until it's not funny anymore. But we're going to have to do it in the pizza fund.
That's a good point.
Because the fucking music, the copyright shit's too powerful. So we probably are already getting hit with copyright. stuff right now. So we're gonna go over to the Pizza Fund only. Join us, PODAWFUL.pizza. I'll throw a link in the chat here.
Can you really resist this, chatters?
Yeah. Oops, I did the link wrong. Oh well, you get it. PodAwful.pizza. Let's try that one more time. HTTP, they call it. PodAwful.pizza. There we go.
What? How do I get that?
Huh? What the fuck? The pizza?
Huh?
California Pizza Kitchen? So you're in California? What? What the fuck's the California?
Why is there barbecue? You gotta put a whole meat
What?
slab on there?
They cook pizza in
They
California?
got it.
Huh?
I didn't even know they had pizza in California. So you're in California. Okay. So now we are live in the Pizza Fund over there. Join us, Pot Off of that pizza. We'll see you over there in just a second. Sorry, but this is just how it's got to work.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
PodAwful.pizza.
One guy said, I didn't know Stella was on TikTok.
Oof.
You think this is Stella? Why would you say that?
Good thing she's not here. She'll give you a whooping.
That's really mean of you to say. Hang on, let me change the title on YouTube real quick to TikTok. Wait, what was it? TikTok
Mutants make me gurgle.
Mutants make me gurgle. So stupid. Okay, and there we go. All right, and we're now leaving YouTube. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye-bye.
See ya. And goodbye, Kick, as well. Pot off of that pizza. There we go. All right. Should be gone there. Now, I think we're good.